Perfect.
I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I been in my bag going crazy. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I been in my bag going crazy. Bitch, I'm not.
First don't fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia some more.
I think a little higher. I think a little higher. Growing up, without a dad, it's hard. But you stepped up, you saved my life.
I think you should buy Kylo out and rebrand.
We need to take over that house.
Why can't you just accept the fact that this is over?
Because I love you. That's why.
I would like to work with you.
How did your husband feel about that?
You remember when I told you that I had an opportunity to find out about my father?
Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey found out that info. You all really weren't gonna tell me.
Your father is volatile and unpredictable. That's why we were determined to keep you from reaching out to him.
I promise you we can fix this as a family.
We are not a family! I've been wrong about him my whole life. Because they lied.
Will, we made that choice out of love.
Weather. So we got back another video. It's your boy PJ021. I just want to say welcome back to my channel, and also how you guys doing on this fine Easter Sunday. And also, if you're happy and you're sad, then my entertainment should bring you joy. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and post, share to all some of your platforms. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos, and also get the Pijo gang. And also yeah, don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. All right. So last but not least, we have the last episode of season 1 of the BELAIR. And this season 1, episode 10 is it's not the last season. It's the season finale of season 1, and this episode is called Where To, and it starts off with Viv, played by Cassandra Freeman, receiving the Neiman Artistic Fellowship at a party. Will gains the courage to approach Lisa, played by Simone Jones, and tell her that he loves her. After conversing with Jazz, she responds by telling him that they will chat the next day. It doesn't happen because Will's father arrives. Phil, played by Adrian Holmes, is approached by Reverend and another of his fraternity mates who inquire about his plans. As we predicted at the previous episode, BELAIR is likely to spark a feud between Phil and Judge Robinson, culminating to Phil's eventual appointment as a judge. But for now, Phil is happy just with taking care of his family, and the family does need quite a bit of taking care of. Lou was contacted by Jeffrey, played by Jimmy Akingbola, to inform him that his son wants to visit him. The day after the party, Phil answers the door to discover Lou waiting there. So as we see, like who plays Lou? Who plays Lou? Will's father is played by Marlon Wayans. And Marlon Wayans, I see now that he's grown and evolved from his comedic ways to doing like serious roles. Like he was in the Aretha Franklin respect like documentary, no, like, yeah, documentary movie. He was also what else? I forgot. I feel like, yeah, that's the only movie I saw that he played a serious role. Like, he wasn't being funny. Like, I mean, there was some scenes that he was funny, but that's not a funny movie. Like, that's a serious, like, emotional movie, right? So, and I can't think of another one. Yeah, but he has, like, more movies on the way. So, like, he's doing like a little mix and match of, like doing putting out his funny movies and putting out and like and starring in his serious movies too. Because, like, he don't want to be just a comedian. He also wants to be a serious, like, actor and whatnot. So, Wayne's theatrical abilities are perfectly demonstrated in the short situations in which he appears. His rendition of Lou Smith is tumultuous and irritable. With a sneaky grin on his lips, he arrives and demands to see his son. Phil calms him down by telling him that Will has moved in with him. However, Phil must first consult with Viv before making that decision. Lou seemed to accept this and walked away. Phil and Carlton, on the other hand, had planned to spend the day together. Are we done? Okay. After Lou arrives, that is postponed. Carlton runs into his father's office after witnessing his father's conversation with the man, who is meant to be his uncle, and finds the envelope describing Lou's past and opens it. Later, he returns to Will's room and informs him of what he has discovered. Lou was in prison. Will confronts Phil right away in the ladder, and Viv agrees to arrange a meeting between Will and his father. Will immediately contacts his mother and demands to know why she failed to inform him of his father's imprisonment. BELAIR appears to have a long-term ambitions for Jazz and Hurley's romance. For the bad part of the season, they've been flirting. They sleep together in the season finale. Jazz appears to have a much bigger part in this series than he did in the first. He has seen the world for what it is, despite the fact that he is not that old himself. He assists Hurley in determining her future plans before assisting Will in navigating his emotions when the latter appears to be at breaking point. Will and his father have a pleasant meeting at first. Lou uses apologies to cut through his son's feelings of abandonment and wrath. He claims he didn't want Will to see him incarcerated. Things start to cool down, and they reminisce about the time Lou took Will to a Philadelphia 76ers game, but then Viv comes up, and Lou vents his rage at his old partner, completely unaware that his remarks will turn him back into a villain in his son's eyes. Will defends his mother's conduct, and the situation quickly escalates, bordering on violence. Lou puts his hands on Will and attempts to choke him until Phil and Viv come into the room and interfere. Will packs up some of his belongings and leaves after Lou has gone, but not before accusing the Banks of abandoning him and his mother in the same way that Lou had. At the moment, the entire Banks family is at home and they attempt to stop him, but their efforts are eventually fruitless. Jazz ultimately tracks down Will atop the rock where the two of them were in the premiere episode, gazing out over Los Angeles. Will is adamant that he will not return. He feels alone, as if everyone had turned their backs on him. Jazz informs him that there is a house full of people who want him around, referring to the Banks. He perfectly encapsulates the fundamental concept behind any attempt at achievement. You must always remember where you came from, but it does not preclude you from making positive changes in your life. Staying loyal to who you are, no matter where you are, is a secret to happiness. Jazz appears to be persuading Will, but the season ends before the latter makes a decision. Will is most likely to return to the Banks family. Carlton and Lisa, who are also on the lookout for Will, might be able to locate him and persuade him to return. The plot revolves around BELAIR, even though he doesn't do so right away, and returns to West Philly. BELAIR is the name of the show, and its protagonist is forced to return there at some time. Hurley should make the most of her work with Ivy and form a partnership with a more popular influencer, according to Jazz. Hurley accomplished just that by volunteering to join Ivy's team in order to assist her. She also offers Ivy a sound business suggestion by advising her to purchase Kylo's portion of the crib of influence. By terminating their contract, Hurley owes Kylo $50,000. If Ivy succeeds Kylo as the home's leader, Hurley will not have to pay Kylo and will most likely be able to return to the house. This, of course, is contingent on Ivy's handling of the breach of the contract. Hold up. On Ivy's handling of the breach of contract situation, if she does end up replacing Kylo. If everything goes according to plan, Hurley will be able to return to a crib of influence. Yeah. Alright, so that was like a lot of like big words and a lot of like things that went down on the season finale. Like we had Will's father come back, and they had the whole commotion, and Lou put his hands on Will too, talking about like, you're not gonna talk to me like that, but you want to see him, so like okay. So with that saying, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about this episode, and also let me know in the let me know in the comment section like what you guys thought about it. And let me see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, be posted, share to all social media platforms. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos, and also get the P-Digital Gang merch at teespring.com/P-Digital-Gang, and also get the what? And also, if you think the price is a little too high, then I have a promo code too at 2. You could either use Welcome25, that's here forever, or you could use a limited promo code that is Easter25, and that's going to be over on the 19th. And also and you also have to get 2 items for that code to work. Okay, so it's your boy P-Digital-21 signing off, and we're P-Digital Gang.
Bitches, we keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on